Totally a Fan. That is your website. You're also on Facebook. You're on Twitter. On Totally a Fan, you talk about movies, the latest things about movies, TV shows, games, also comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Out of those topics, which one's your favorite one to talk about?
Damn, that's a good one.
Because I know you enjoy talking about all of them.
Yeah.
But what's number one?
Well, it's not so much that I enjoy it more, but we do talk a lot about movies just because it's combining a lot of things together. For an example, The Avengers. It's big on everybody's mind right now. It's combining comic books with the movies. So that's, almost two topics right there in one. Batman vs. Superman is another big topic. That's the same thing, two in one. And then you have some other movies, like, for example, the Assassin's Creed movie that's coming out in a while. That's games and movies. So movies seems to be the one that we talk about the most. It's not that we want to, but that's the one that a lot of people are... Yeah, that's a hot topic item that people are thinking about when you think about those four subjects. But my favorite one isn't necessarily...
It just brings everything to real life.
Right. My favorite topics aren't necessarily bound to those genres, or I guess to those topics. It's bound to, like, the most nerdy. Anytime we talk about Ninja Turtles, I'm always down for it. Anytime we talk about Star Wars, for example, I'm down for it, because I love Star Wars. Granted, it's the movie topic. It's more so the subject matter that I'm more excited about. And you see me too. I geek out. I'm like, oh man, that was awesome. This is coming out. But I think it's more the individual topics. More so, if it's a movie or if it's a comic or whatever. We haven't done a lot of comics lately just because I do try to keep up with the storylines. But not a lot, as far as I know, not a lot of our fan base reads comics as so much as they'll Wikipedia it after, like, a movie comes out. Like when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, a bunch of people were Wikipediaing it. Some people were getting the comics, but based off what I think from our fan base, they've been, Googling it rather than reading the actual comic. But I do try to keep up with the comics as well.
You have a section called Recommended Games. Let me tell you what's in my repertoire,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about yours. And I know mine is probably nowhere close to yours. But the top games I play, I have Madden. I also have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And I play Left 4 Dead. Those are the top games I play. That's probably the majority of what I play. Sometimes I play Mario Kart. Yeah.
Okay.
So, your recommended games, your top games, what you enjoy the most, what are they?
Okay. Without being bound to any particular system, let's say you have all three. My top, how many? We'll do 5.
5.
Number 1, Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed. I bleed it. I'm a conspiracy theorist, and Assassin's Creed kind of plays to that, so I really like Assassin's Creed. Number 2, Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. That game is phenomenal. They just came out with their new one a couple months ago. They're releasing a bunch of figures to go with it that you can actually use in the game. But I've been playing that since it's Nintendo 64 days, and it's now on the Wii U, so it's finally reached next gen, and it's freaking phenomenal. I'll hit you up with Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty. I wasn't kind of into it at first just because I'm getting a little tired of Call of Duty.
It's a big adjustment.
But it is an adjustment. It is a change, and I'm into it, so
It's
I'll
fresh. It's fresh.
It's fresh. I'll add that to the list. Halo's getting ready to come out. Halo 5, I believe.
Okay.
I got into Xbox because of Halo. Because I used to go to my best friend's house and we used to play it all the time. So Halo's on my top. And for my last one, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
I kill it at Mario Kart.
I used to love Need for Speed, but lately their games have kind of been going down.
Yeah.
But I do like those racing games, and Mario Kart is the one that's stepping up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's a new game getting ready to come out called The Division. That game is going to probably bump 1 or 2 off this list.
So what's that?
So The Division is like a post-apocalyptic world, and you kind of go. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto meets Call of Duty almost. So it's a nice mix of that. There've been a lot of test footage and things like that of what that world is like and how that game is going to work. It's really dope though. It's like a post-apocalyptic world. You can play live with your friends, and you just kind of pick up items and things like that along the way. I don't know what the general story is right now, but as soon as that game comes out, man, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about it on the show. It's going to be awesome.
Do you know, I guess, across what platforms that's going to come out on? Probably the Xbox, PS4.
Yeah, it's gonna come out on those. I don't think it's an exclusive. Generally, I love the Xbox. I'm a big Xbox One guy, and I'll totally, I represent Xbox as much as I can. But generally, when it comes to games, I find that the games that I want to play are generally the non-exclusive ones. Like, the only exclusive for Xbox is Halo, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the other games I like to play, they're just for all.
And for the most part, you'll find it everywhere. Yeah.
Right. And there are some exclusive for PlayStation I would like to play. For example, Metal Gear. I love the Metal Gear series. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation, so,
Metal Gear Solid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have one coming out for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's one that just came out. I can't remember the title, but for the most part, that's an exclusive to PlayStation. So I kind of have to be like, all right, I got to find someone with a PlayStation to go play that game. And then Kingdom Hearts at first was exclusive to PlayStation. Now I think the new one is going to be for all of them. So there's that one.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, it's just the particular game. It happens to be the one that's for all systems.
What movie are you looking forward to the most this year? 2015. What movie? I'll make it a little bit easier on you. We'll give you two.
Okay.
2 movies you're looking forward to the most.
For sure, the 2, Star Wars. Obviously, Star Wars. I grew up loving Star Wars. It's just the whole sci-fi element. I love it. Star Wars, by far, is the number 1 movie I'm going to look forward to. The second one, Avengers.
Same list. Same list.
I mean, there's tons of other movies coming out, too. So it's kind of hard to, pick them out. And then there's always movies that be like, hey, this one, we're going to release this one this year. Like, what? I wasn't expecting that. But those two.
They're the most anticipated.
If I got to put a third one, it's going to be Batman vs. Superman.
True.
But is that coming out this year or next year? I can't remember.
It's supposed to, I think, it comes out with Captain 3. So that's next year.
It might be next year, yeah.
Yeah, next year.
So then, Star Wars
jumping
and
the gun.
Avengers. Jumping the gun there a little bit.
Jumping the gun.
So Star Wars and Avengers, my top 2, for sure.
All right.
I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. I'm nerding out right now. Like, you guys can't tell, but inside I'm like, yeah,
we got to watch it.
It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yes.